Route 77, Nuh Easy Ride. Episode 1. Last seat luck. 6:30 Monday morning. Kingston is already awake. Horns blare. Vendors call. School children hurry through the streets. And somewhere near Halfway Tree, Captain Brown slaps the dashboard of his aging Toyota coaster. Come on, girl, today we make money. The engine coughs, then roars to life. Captain smiles proudly. See da, she just needed encouragement. Skelly jumps through the door before the bus even stops. Papine, Cross Road, Halfway Tree, New Kingston. One more. Move up in a back. Plenty space. There isn't. There hasn't been space for the last 20 minutes. Yet somehow, Jamaican minibuses always find room for one more. Miss Iris climbs aboard carefully. My son, me only going to stop. Captain grins. Everybody say dat. Laughter fills the bus. Just then, a businessman in a crisp white shirt squeezes into what appears to be the last seat. Or so he thinks. Skelly points. Boss, you happy share? The businessman freezes. Share, with who? A tiny schoolboy raises his hand. Me. The entire bus bursts into laughter. The businessman sighs. Then somehow ends up balancing on half a seat. Miss Iris shakes her head. Jesus did feed 5,000. But Captain fit 65 people in a one bus. The passengers erupt with laughter. Even Captain can't stop smiling. And the day has only just begun. Captain Brown eases the minibus into traffic with the confidence of a Formula One driver. And the suspension of a shopping cart. The whole bus bounces. Miss Iris clutches her handbag. Lord, me kidneys just switch place. The passengers laugh. Skelly hangs halfway out the sliding door. Cross road. One more. Me still have room. Professor Pete adjusts his glasses. Based on the laws of physics, there is absolutely no room. Skelly grins. Professor, physics never ride Route 77. The bus erupts with laughter. At the next stop, a tourist couple stands nervously beside the road. They stare at the packed minibus. The husband whispers, I don't think we can fit. Skelly smiles his biggest smile. Course you can. But it's full. Full. Skelly laughs. This? He waves proudly. This empty compared to Friday evening. Captain Brown nods. Friday? We carry hope and prayer too. Even the tourist laughs. The tourists climb aboard. The wife clutches the overhead rail. Is it always this exciting? Miss Iris answers before anyone else. Exciting. Baby, this is the warm-up. The bus rolls toward Halfway Tree. Without warning, Captain brakes. Everybody leans forward, then backward, then sideways. Rambo catches 3 people before they fall. The businessman catches the tourist. The tourist catches Miss Iris's shopping bag. Inside the bag, a breadfruit rolls down the aisle. Every head turns. The breadfruit continues rolling. Left. Right. Left again. Like it's choosing a passenger. It finally stops. At Captain Brown's foot. He picks it up. Who losing football? The whole bus explodes with laughter. Miss Iris raises one finger. My breadfruit. Captain kisses it dramatically. Safe journey, General. He hands it back. Traffic suddenly grinds to a halt. Nobody moves. Not 1 inch. Captain sighs. There goes today's profit. Professor Pete peers through the windshield. I estimate approximately 37 minutes. Skelly laughs. How you know dat? I've studied traffic patterns. Just then, the line begins moving. Everyone stares at Professor Pete. He smiles proudly. You see. 2 seconds later, everything stops again. Rambo pats him on the shoulder. Professor. Retire. The bus roars with laughter. A phone begins ringing. Not 1 ringtone. 3. Then 4. Then 6. Apparently, half the passengers have exactly the same dance hall ringtone. Everybody reaches into their pockets. Nobody answers the correct phone. One elderly man accidentally answers the tourist's phone. Hello. A confused American voice replies. Emily? The old man shrugs. No. Wrong, Jamaica. The entire bus bursts into another fit of laughter. Captain Brown checks his mirror. You know what? This bus have more entertainment than television. Miss Iris smiles. And television not charge taxi fare. Even Captain has to laugh at that one. The minibus rumbles onward through Kingston. Still packed. Still noisy. Still somehow making room for one more passenger. Inspector Trouble. By the time Route 77 reaches Constant Spring Road, Captain Brown has accepted 2 things. First, Kingston traffic has absolutely no respect for anybody's schedule. Second, Skelly will never stop shouting. Even if every seat is occupied. Even if passengers are practically sitting on each other's backpacks. Even if a goat somehow appears. Skelly still leans out the door. One more. One more. Short man can fit. Small picnic can fit. Me still have space. Professor Pete shakes his head. Skelly, according to mathematics. Skelly interrupts. Professor, in a Jamaica, mathematics and minibus space don't know each other. The bus erupts again. Just as everyone settles. A whistle pierces the air. Tweet. Tweet. Captain sighs. Oh. Officer Grant steps onto the road wearing a reflective vest. Morning, Captain. Captain forces a smile. Morning, officer. Routine inspection. Skelly whispers dramatically. Everybody look innocent. Rambo looks around. What if me innocent already? Look more innocent. Officer Grant climbs aboard slowly. He glances left. He glances right. He counts passengers under his breath. 1, 2, 20, 30, 38. He stops counting. He looks at Captain. How many seats does this bus have? Captain answers confidently. Depends. Depends on what? How determined the passengers are. Even Officer Grant struggles not to smile. The officer walks down the aisle. A little girl waves at him. He waves back. Miss Iris smiles sweetly. Officer, you look hungry. She reaches into her shopping bag. Banana. Officer Grant blinks. No, thank you. Rambo leans over. Me have roasted peanut. No, thank you. Professor Pete offers bottled water. The tourist offers chewing gum. Within seconds, the officer is being treated like an honored guest. He laughs. I've never been bribed with fruit before. Miss Iris gasps. Bribed? Officer, this is Christian hospitality. The whole bus howls with laughter. Officer Grant reaches the back. He notices the businessman still squeezed onto half a seat. Sir, are you comfortable? The businessman stares blankly. I haven't felt my left leg since Crossroad. Captain calls from the front. See? He's relaxing. Just then, a rooster crows. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Silence. Every passenger slowly turns. Officer Grant frowns. Did a rooster just crow? Another crow echoes from beneath a market basket. Miss Iris closes her eyes. Oh dear. An elderly farmer smiles sheepishly. I forget him dead. Officer Grant blinks twice. You brought a rooster. On public transport? The farmer nods proudly. He behaved better than some people. Without missing a beat. The rooster lets out another loud crow. Skelly points toward the bird. See? Him even agree. The bus explodes with laughter so hard that Captain has to wipe tears from his eyes before pulling back into traffic. Officer Grant finally shakes his head. You people make my job impossible. Captain grins. No, officer. We make it interesting. Officer Grant laughs despite himself. You know what? Drive carefully. And next time. He pauses dramatically. Leave a little space. Captain nods solemnly. Absolutely. The officer steps off the bus. Before the door closes, Skelly immediately leans out. Halfway tree. Manor Park. One more. Plenty space. Officer Grant throws his hands into the air and bursts out laughing as the minibus rattles away, filled with laughter, stories, and one very proud rooster. The wrong bus. The morning rush is far from over. Route 77 rattles through Kingston like it owns every pothole on the island. Captain Brown hums an old reggae tune as he dodges a crater in the road. The passengers sway left, then right. Nobody even complains anymore. They've accepted their fate. At a busy stop, a sharply dressed young man comes running. Suit, tie, briefcase, laptop bag, coffee in one hand, phone in the other. Hold the bus. Hold the bus. Skelly slaps the side of the minibus. Captain. Businessman off sprint. Captain eases to a stop. The young man jumps aboard, completely out of breath. Thank goodness. I made it. Skelly grins. Morning, boss. Where you going? New Kingston. No problem. The man taps his card on the fare reader, wipes the sweat from his forehead, and finally looks around. Every seat is taken. A little girl smiles at him. You can hold on to my teddy if you want. The whole bus chuckles. 5 minutes later. The young man suddenly looks out the window. His eyes grow wide. Wait. He stands up. This isn't New Kingston. Captain glances in the mirror. It will be. The man shakes his head frantically. No. I'm supposed to be going to Montego Bay. Silence. Then, the entire bus bursts into laughter. Professor Pete adjusts his glasses. Sir, I believe you've selected the wrong form of transportation. Miss Iris nods. Baby, unless Captain discover wings today. We not reaching Mo Bay. Even Captain can't help laughing. The young man buries his face in his hands. My boss is going to fire me. Rambo pats him on the shoulder. Maybe not. What if him on the wrong bus too? Another wave of laughter rolls through the minibus. Just then, the man's phone rings. He answers immediately. Hello. A stern voice booms from the speaker. Andre. Where are you? Andre glances around the packed bus. He sighs. Honestly, I'm somewhere between confusion and constant spring. The passengers roar with laughter. Even the voice on the phone starts laughing. Forget Montego Bay, his boss says. Come back to the office. We'll reschedule. Andre exhales in relief. I still have a job? For now. The call ends. Andre smiles. I guess today wasn't a total disaster. Captain nods wisely. Every Jamaican missed the right bus at least once. Professor Pete raises a finger. Actually, statistically, before he can finish, everyone shouts together. Professor! He laughs and gives up. As Andre prepares to get off at the next stop, Miss Iris reaches into her shopping bag. Here, take a banana. Andre laughs. Thank you. Rambo adds. And next time, read the sign before you jump in. Skelly slides the door open. Andre steps onto the sidewalk, waves back at the passengers and says, You know what? I caught the wrong bus, but I met the right people. The bus falls quiet for a brief moment. Then Captain smiles. Drive good, boss. Skelly slaps the side of the bus. Captain. Route 77 moving. The engine growls. The minibus pulls away. Within seconds, Skelly is already hanging halfway out the door again. Papine. Cross road. Halfway tree. One more. One more. Plenty space. Captain laughs so hard he has to wipe his eyes. Skelly. You really believe that? Skelly grins. Captain. In Jamaica,